Shalom Akim. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule very well. Is continually feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. I've been pushing this work for 30 plus years. And shalom to the hopefully elect that's also doing this work in all faith, true, and sincerity, and all diligence. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled The Book of the Commandments, because the base behind this video is to explain that yet the laws are still in effect to this day, because pretty much you got these so-called Christians going around saying that laws as commandments are done away with, and so pretty much it gives them license to do whatever they want to do. And but yet these laws as commandments are still in effect to this day. But the thing is that we're in captivity. All right. And so if the law says commandments, or if we were justified by the law and statutes and commandments, then or should I say the laws, Slakia, if we were still justified by the laws, then nobody will be saved, man. All right, because we'll be justified by the law. But Yahweh Shai was sent to fulfill the law. All right, and I know that's going to go over some people's heads, but that's true. Yeah, Yahweh Shai was sent on earth in the flesh to fulfill the law. Okay, and actually I got it right here in front of me. But that's pretty much this is a video just to set the record straight, between these so-called Christians, or people that call themselves Christians, right? Because they're really not. They're not for Yahweh Shai, all right? They're not for the anointed, all right? They're for Cesare Borgia, which is some pretty much Esau. And also because of IUIC, they're making claims that or going around saying that you have to keep 100% of the law, in which that's impossible. All right, because once again we're in captivity, we're in slavery. All right, and that's putting heavy burdens on the congregation by saying that. All right, and by pushing that you have to keep the whole law. Okay, but once again, this is just to set the record straight that the law says commandments are still in effect, or Slakia, the laws are still in effect, but we're not justified by the law. Okay, that's why there's a thing called grace. All right, the reason why grace is there is for us to get it right. All right, it's not a lie, pretty much a license to give in order for you to sin or to transgress the laws, man. But we are to keep the ones that we can keep. Okay, the ones that we can keep are the ones that like not trimming your beard, not getting lineups, not eating pork, not committing adultery, things of that nature, man. All right. And then other laws that we're able to keep as well, man. We keep those. And the reason why we keep those is to pay homage and give reverence and honor and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's why we do that. All right. Because that's why Yahushai made a statement in the book of John, I believe, chapter 14, says, if you love me, keep my commandments. All right. Now, just to go ahead and get into the precept, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. It says, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, to all be fulfilled. All right, so Yahushua didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets. All right, he didn't come to do away with the law or the prophets, right? In which these so-called Christians boldly claim that he pretty much came to get rid of the law, because now using the grace card, like we always say, right, or pulling the grace card. So Yahushua said he didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets, but he came to fulfill. All right, and by him, like I said before, by him making himself known, and by him having to do what he had to do, sacrificing himself, that fulfills the law. All right. And still to this day, everything is not fulfilled yet. Okay? Because you still have prophecies that still are yet to come to pass, such as the mark of the beast, martial law, World War III, which we're getting close to. All right? So, still, the law is still in effect. And guess what? It's still going to be in effect even when all these are fulfilled. All right? Because there's more scriptures that speak about that, about how pretty much the other nations are gonna have to keep the laws, man. All right, because you're not gonna have other nations doing that same BS as they always been doing, man. All right, they're gonna have to keep our ways. Why is that? Because it's gonna be our kingdom. We're gonna be ruling in it. All right, so under our decree, that's how everything's gonna be ran, by the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. And also too, just to explain this point in this lesson, by us doing this work, or even by me, even putting up this video, that pretty much I'm keeping the law, statutes, commandments, or keeping the commandments by doing this. All right, by even putting up videos, and especially the other Akim. We're fulfilling the commandments by even putting up videos and teaching. Okay? Why is that, man? Because there was a account to where a person walked up to Yahushua and told him that he kept everything up from his youth concerning the laws. And Yahushua told him there's yet one more commandment that he put forth. And he told him to sell everything that he has and follow after him. So in other words, to sell everything that he has, leave off the life that he used to have, and follow after him and start learning and to teach others as Yahushua did. And he couldn't do that. All right. So he wasn't worthy to be his disciple. Okay. And so the same applies to us, man. We left off everything, right? Which, once again, that fulfills the law as well. All right. Leaving off our past lives, that fulfills the law. Leaving out the things that we, pretty much our goals and stuff like that, we left off that fulfills the law. All right. Once again, us teaching, that's fulfills the law. All right. By rebuking, that fulfills the law. All right. And pretty much even explain the law, statutes, commandments, and pretty much showing Jake, what they're doing is wickedness. That also fulfills the law. All right. Even the law says, telling you about the law, statutes, commandments, that fulfills the law. All right. So yeah, this work that we're doing, man, as far as teaching and putting up videos, this is the number one commandment that Yahushua wants us to do. And like it says in the scripture, it said, by this commandment that he put forth hangs all the laws. Okay. And now reading on in verse 19, it says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. And that's exactly what's going on with IUIC. All right. I mean, even the least commandments, I mean, the easiest commandment that you can keep, as far as keeping a beard on your face and not lining yourself up, they can't even keep that. All right. Especially the higher ups, the higher seats in IUIC, they can't even keep that. All right. And they're teaching men to keep the whole law. So guess what? They're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven, man. And now the scripture says, but whosoever shall teach and it's like whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So that's what we're doing, man. We're doing the commandments, right? And we're also teaching them as well. Okay. So the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So, we're doing the right thing, man. All right. Like I said before, that's showing reverence to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai by doing that. All right. And we pretty much, by us doing the work, once again, we're fulfilling the law. All right. Because the ones that we can keep, we keep those. And we teach men to also keep those as well, man. Okay. And so going on from there, I want to get the book of Joshua, chapter 1. And I'm going to get verse 8. And it reads, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, all right, which is this whole book, which the Bible is known as the book of the law, all right, or the book of the commandments. It says, shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So it says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, and that's exactly how we are, man. All right, it's not going to depart out of our mouths, right? Because this is who we are. We're Hebrew Israelites. This is our heritage. This is our heritage that has been kept away from us from years, man. Okay, and it says, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that's written therein. All right. In other words, by us meditating day and night, man, we constantly think about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We stay in the spirit. All right, and by that, you know, we pretty much keep our hands working, man. Keep our hands busy. All right, that's how we continually meditate and think upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We keep our hands busy, because if you're not using it, you're gonna lose it. All right, I mean, that's just the old saying that goes. If you're not gonna use what you got, then you're gonna lose it, man. Okay. So you know, by us continually doing this work and staying diligent, you know, we constantly think about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know, we bring it to remembrance. All right, or we cause him to bring to remembrance. Okay. And it says, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and thou shalt have good success, because Scripture says that seek ye the kingdom of heaven first. Seek ye the kingdom of heaven first, and all these things shall be added unto you. Okay. So with that, I want to get the last precept that I got, which is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. It said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Okay, so right here is reiterating what it was talking about in Joshua 1 and 8. It said, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High. That means the whole book, from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Okay, it said, and the law that endure forever, because the laws are still in effect, man. All right, so keep the ones that you can keep. All right, and all in all, most of all, do this work, which is the number one commandment out of all of them, man. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. All right, in other words, was the number one commandment teaching, which hangs all the laws. If you keep that, then you're gonna come to life, man. Okay. Because when as far as teaching goes, you know, and studying, you know, and be ready to answer every man or whoever has a question, that's also in the Scripture. All right, so, you know, that also means studying as well, man. All right, because you have to be ready to answer each and every question that's being posed to you, because we have an unction from the Holy One, and we know all things, man. All right, the things that are given unto us, we know those. All right, we know all of it. All right, but it said, but such as leave it shall die. All right, because why? Because you took your hand out the plow, and you're not worthy of the kingdom if you do that, and you're gonna lose what you obtain. All right, because there's no need for you to have it if you're not gonna use it. All right. It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. All right, so it's saying, turn thee, O Jacob, and turn in hither, all right, to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated, because we have the light, which is Yahweh Shai. All right, that's why Scripture say that you know, no man lighteth the candle and put it under a bushel or under a bedpost, man, or under the bed. All right, but in the out in the open, so people can see it. All right, that's why Scripture says, so let your light shine. You see what I'm getting at? It says, so let your light shine. All right. It said that thou mayest be illuminated. All right, so guess what? So the elect can find that light. All right, so they will be illuminated with that same light, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay. So with that, man, that pretty much closes out this video. And you know, pretty much it just goes to show you that, you know, this is the book of the commandments, and, you know, and just to clear the air on this whole thing about, you know, the law says commandments, you know, whether it's in effect or not, or to keep the whole law or not, you know, it pretty much is to clear the air, you know. But that just goes to show you that you can only keep the ones that you can keep, because we're in captivity and we're in slavery. But also too, just know that don't burden yourself with trying to keep so many laws, because you're only going to destroy yourself if you do that. All right, because we're not justified by the law. All right, now we're justified by Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai only cared about those that hear his voice. All right, because the scriptures say, for his sheep hear his voice and they follow him. Because you have Israel, the elect. All right, and that's also going to fly with people's heads, because you have a chosen within a chosen. All right, you have a chosen nation, which is Israel, but you have a chosen within that chosen nation, which is the elect. All right, and those are the ones that hear Yahweh Shai's voice and they follow him. All right, which is that's what we're doing right now. We're following Yahweh Shai. Okay. And so with that, man, once again, hopefully y'all can be edified with this video. Until next time, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honor to the apostles and others, a great millstone that continually rule well. And shalom, salutations to the hopefully elect that's also doing his work in all faith and truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.